We are actually live. Welcome. It's Sunday night. Welcome to Winning Women Network Hangout. My name is Keisha Bass. I'm so honored to be here tonight. We are here with, we're actually a part of the Unit of Prosperity. We're a team inside of DS Domination, a company that has literally changed our lives. Hands down, I could get I have more people to tell the story than I have seats in the house, okay? But we're just excited to be part of such an amazing movement. We have something that is really mass market appeal. I mean, if you got a pulse, right? If you got a pulse and a computer, right, we can show you how to make money from home, literally. So I'm so excited tonight to have some, like I said, some amazing women. This is the Winning Women Network, and we have some amazing men, but they can't come on tonight, okay? It's ladies' night, but they're watching us, and I'm sure they're cheering us on in the comment box. Yes, men, let us hear it. Let's hear it for the women in the comment box. I know some of you guys, post like flowers and different things. So, but we're excited to be here tonight to share with you some stories. We're not going to take a whole lot of your time. We're here to share some stories with you of women that are winning. Okay, they're winning big from home. Some of them are doing this part-time. Some of them are doing this full-time. And we're just excited to have them here tonight. I also brought some guests on tonight because I want to share with you some tips on how you can get organized, okay, so you can build a massive business. Because, whether you want to believe it or accept it or not, if you are not organized, you will not become a millionaire. You won't, okay? You just won't, because one quality that I have learned in my studies of millionaires is that they are organized. And so I thought, well, let's just bring some of this knowledge and some people that I've encountered that I really I love the way they do things, that I've seen that they do things. And I wanted them to come on tonight and just share with you how you can get organized, because I hope that if you're watching tonight, that's your desire, right? Your desire is to actually impact the world. If you want to impact the world, then you're going to need some money to do it, okay? So anyway, so I'm going to definitely get started, and I'm excited to see some of, my amazing business partners in the business here. So I'm going to start with whomever I want to. I'm going to start with Ms. Rachel Kelly, actually. So she's looking all fabulous tonight. You guys, let's hear it in the comment box. Now, listen, if you want to make comments about what you hear tonight, if you get some ahas or just some amazing things that you hear tonight, what I want you to do is on Facebook, on Twitter, even on Instagram. Did you know that Instagram has hashtags? Yes, even on Google Plus. I want you to use the hashtag Winning Women Network, okay? And all the W's are capitalized. So we want you to use Winning Women Network to, sound off about, the exciting things that you've heard, that you've seen, the pictures that you share. Tag us in them so that we can get the pictures as well, so we can see and, be a part of all the excitement as well while we're here on the Hangout tonight, all right? So also, let me just say this as well. Income disclaimer, results may vary, okay? We can't guarantee that, you get started tonight, okay, because I know so many people are going to get started tonight. I'm so excited. We can't guarantee, you'll have the same success that the people that you hear on the panel tonight that they have had, but I want you to be okay, and I want you to take consolation in knowing that you're an individual, okay? You are your own person, and I wouldn't dare want to have my success be the same as someone else's. I don't really want, I don't want the same success as Jen has. I mean, that's Jen's success, right? I want my own success. And so the cool thing about this business is that you can absolutely do just that, right? You can get in and create your own success story, and then we'll pull you on the panel, and then you can share your success story with the rest of the world. Now, it's my desire to get 1,000 people on the Hangout tonight, okay? So I want you to share all over Facebook and let people know. Let me turn my phone off because I'm uninterruptible right now, okay? I want you to actually share this all over Facebook, all over Twitter. Put the link out, but be careful on Facebook, okay, because they will block you. But we want you to share this everywhere. Invite people to come and hear the stories tonight, because there's people that are looking for a solution, okay? Because if you notice, our flyer says that if you're sick of, not being able to pay your bills, if you're sick of living from paycheck to paycheck, I actually talked to a man who's actually works at Microsoft, and he said he goes to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and he gets home at 10 o'clock at night, and he's sick of that life. So you may be a six-figure income earner that's here tonight, that you're sick of living that life. You're sick of not being able to see your kids and sick of not being able to be at their events, their basketball games. Track season is going on right now. You're missing your kids' events and all that. We have a solution for you tonight. So I want you to stick around, okay? Because I got some good stuff we're going to share at the end. So stick around, hear the stories, hear how you can get organized, and get started tonight if you're new and you're not in part of the business already. All right? Awesome! So now that I got all that out of the way, Rachel Kelly.
Hey.
Awesome. Come on out, pretty girl, and tell us about yourself.
Hey, Keisha, thank you very much for having me on the Hangout tonight. Hello, everyone on the piano, those that are listening in. Just a little bit about me. My name is Rachel Kelly. I'm here in Toledo, Ohio. I am married with 3 children, and my youngest son was diagnosed with Down syndrome. I always say diagnosed because I'm always believing for healing. A little bit about my story. I've been in the internet marketing industry or network marketing for probably about 13 years. In the beginning, before I had children, I had a lot of success, but I was always out, packing my trunk, going here, going there, and just kind of, after my son was born, life changed for me. Went through a lot of depression, came back online, struggled for 6 years, jumped into this program, that program, looking for an answer to our financial situation. We went through bankruptcy, we went through foreclosure, we lost everything. Still stayed out here, still continued to go and try. Found some success in other programs, but nothing like here. Actually, what I've made here in 4 months, it took me, I didn't even make that in the rest of the companies. The rest of the companies is like $10,000 in maybe a year, where I'm looking at 20 plus in like 4 months. So I guess we're going close to 6 months now. I think about it. I was calculating the other day. Those of you who know me, I'm not a numbers person, so I don't keep track of the numbers. I just ride and enjoy life. So that's my story, and I'll tell you, DS Domination has been a blessing to me in many ways. One I will say is that it has it's been, I can't explain it. Well, let me just tell you. Okay, so when I first started, we were struggling to put food on the table. I was borrowing money, at least once a month to be able to feed my family. And and to be honest with you, it was getting really tiresome and overwhelming. And I'm like, God, there has to be a way. There has to be an answer. And I see Keisha rocking it on Facebook, and I'm like, Keisha, what are you doing over there? And so, I decided to jump aboard DS Domination, and now it's like, my son and I mean, we're going to events. I was going to go to the event by myself, and my son, I was like, okay, you're just here with me, because now he's building the business. I've been helping him with the business. And so he said he wasn't going to go. And I said, you know what, I'll make the money. I'm going to pay for your ticket too. So now my son is going with me to the event. I've gone out of town like 2 or 3 different times. I'm inviting people over. I'm celebrating birthdays, things that I was not able to do in the past. And it's so exciting. It's so rewarding to be able to do things that I couldn't do before. I'm ready to start. One of my goals was to be able to invite people over to my house and have people to do my yard work. And now I'm hiring people. Okay, I need for you to come do my yard work. So it's words really cannot explain how wonderful this is. And Keisha and I, thank you for finding DS and sticking with it and being such a great example for us to go forward with this. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm just really ecstatic, that, the journey that, we've been on, because we've been through a few systems together and stuff, and to just get here now. And so you're saying that, I want to say you've done over, you say $20,000?
Yeah, it's probably more than that. But again, like I told you, I'm not the numbers girl. I just like, okay. Yeah. So this is going to be, I'm excited about the organization part. Hopefully we'll touch a little bit on keeping track of your money. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Well, thanks so much. You are, I'm just excited, ecstatic about what is happening. And so I'm getting so many comments in the chat box. I would just want to tell you about your hair. A few people have said the hair is so fierce and everything. So I do. You guys, let's sound off, in the chat. You guys, I'm an interactive type person. I just like, you know, anything stuffy and stuff. I can't deal with it. So if you come to the Winning Women Network, and you just, want someone, with tea and crumpets or something like that, then, maybe this one isn't for you, right? I just like to have fun, right? I like to make money. I like having fun. I like shopping. I like shoes. I like purses and stuff. And so I like hair. And so, Rachel jumped on. I thought, oh my God, she looks amazing. So thank you. So welcome tonight, Rachel, and stuff like that. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna keep on moving. I got Miss Angie Tonini-Rogers is on tonight. Woo! Miss
Hey.
Miss YouTube thumbnail queen in the house. Okay. Live and in person, and just realized how close in the organization she is to me. Jen, I didn't realize that you sponsored such an amazing person. Like I should, I should have known though. When she told me, I was like, oh, Jen sponsored you. Makes total sense. Awesome.
Thank you. Okay, so first I just want to be a part of this. I am a mom. I've got 3 boys, and I'm married. I'm also a nurse, and I have a master's in nursing, specialization management and leadership. So I still manage a unit full-time, and being in corporate leadership, the issue for me is not necessarily salary or money even. Everybody can use more money, and of course everybody wants more money to do what they want to do to help others and that kind of thing. But for me, it's a time and freedom issue. And so what I believe is that this opportunity with DS and being connected with so many other people that have the same goals to help other people and serve other people, that is why I believe this is the vehicle for me, and this can be the vehicle for anybody else out there that wants to serve and help and buy back their time and be free to choose. So for me, it's, I don't want to, and I know there's lots of moms out there too that don't want to look their babies in the face one more time and watch the tears well up in their eyes when you say, baby, I can't get to that play tonight. I can't watch your debut. I can't watch you go get the MVP of your football tonight because my boss won't let me off. I know that you're out there. And so for me, that's what it does. It brings back the opportunity for the time and freedom. At the end of the day, I want to have the time for my family, for my friends, for the people in the community that I want to help to serve. As a nurse, you do serve and you do help and you do, aid in the healing process. But you're confined within the corporate world. You're still not free for your time. And so I want to use a vehicle such as DSD that gives me the opportunity to choose. And that's what it's about. It's about choice. And so when you think about choice, everybody has a choice. Right now, a choice that you make can be the moment that changes your life. And, you think about a smoker that smoked 25 years, and they've tried to quit for the past 20. At some point, that change comes. And right then and there, when they make a decision to quit, their life can be changed forever. At some point, you got to make the decision. So you're here tonight for a reason. And Keisha talks about the organization. The first and foremost thing that you need to be thinking about is you need to get focused on why did you come here to this hangout. There's a why. You have a why. My why starts with my kids and my family. And it extends beyond that. You have a why. And so the first thing to get organized is to get some clarity on why you're here. What are you interested in? Why did you feel like you need to come listen to this wonderful panel of women talk about making money from home? you've got a reason, and you need to focus in on what that reason is. And then once you start to understand and get clarity on the why for you, your purpose, what it is that you want and how it is you want to help others, then you're able to focus on what steps to take to succeed. And this is the vehicle that you can use to do that. You know, I'm just super excited to be here, and you know, I'm thankful to be able to have the opportunity to talk to you guys, because part of what I want to do is help other people who are in the same situation. I want moms to be able to have the choice to be free to go to their baby's school when they have a lunch or a Mother's Day, and not have to worry about being penalized at work. So you know, I'm just really thankful to be here. I appreciate being connected with you ladies and the team of UOP. It's an amazing, amazing atmosphere, and you know, who you hang around is who you become. So, you know, be careful about who you're choosing to hang around, and you know, you want to choose a group of people like these ladies here, because we all are kind of on the same road to success, and we're all helping kind of manage each other up to get there. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thanks for coming. So Angie, tell me, when did you get started in DS?
I got started back in mid-January. Let's see, I actually sat on it for a couple months, just looking, and you know, and then finally, you know, I said this to myself, you know, and I understand business, and I understand that you need to invest. I was doing something else and had invested a lot of time and a good amount of money, and you know, I said, $19.95, that's a pizza and a Coke, okay? A pizza and a Coke, $19.95 that I spend. I don't get a pizza and a Coke tonight. I get a PB&J. And what if this is the $19.95, or this sacrifice of not getting the pizza and a Coke tonight is the thing that changes my life? That's, you know, I was like, it's a $20 decision. $20. That could be your decision that changes your whole life. That could be the decision that helps you step into the purpose that you were put here for. So, sorry, off task again. I'm just super excited. But, you know, back in January, mid-January.
Okay. And so you sat on it for a few months. So tell me, when did you pick up and say, wait a minute, I may be like sleeping on a gold mine here?
Well, the unique thing about DSD is that you can learn how to use the system, and you be completely dependent on yourself. And so I started to post items on eBay as the training taught me, and I made a sale within 48 hours. And after a year of doing something else, I was shocked, quite frankly, because I was following training and doing things in other businesses, but the system just didn't allow for the automatic results to come in. So after 48 hours, when I saw I got a sale, and then a few hours later, another sale comes through, and so I was like, okay, this training, this stuff works. I've never posted on eBay before. I've never sold anything. So I was 48 hours, great, yes, let me get into this. So then I started telling people about it, and I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and let me just go ahead and focus, because like I said, focus is what helps you, you know, get to your goals. So as I'm going to focus on this and start to work and tell people about this, because not only can you learn to kind of just be dependent and only depend on yourself to post items and take the training and, you know, move up when you can, you can share it with others, and then you have that side of the business too. So if you want to build a team, if your mission is big enough to encompass other people and helping them, you know, become free and buy their time back, then you can do that too. So I just really appreciate the fact that it's a mass appeal, because you can either sell on eBay and Amazon, or you can share the opportunity, or you can do both. So for me, it's a no-brainer, really. It's a no-brainer to me.
Awesome. So you got in, and you know, when you started listing items, 48 hours, you were able to actually get results.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
And then a couple days later, I got 3 commissions in one day. It was, like 11:30 and then 12:30, and then there was another one at 3 or something like that. So people, were joining just from sharing a couple posts on Facebook and sending out an email. And it was all 3 in one day, and then I had 2 sales on top of it. So, it's crazy. Just
so I'm like,
crazy.
sorry, I laugh at stuff because I'd be like, it's so simple, and I'd be like, she just said, oh yeah, I just sponsored like a few people, and then I got more sales and and stuff. So, but you got in and actually just followed the training, listed items, and basically got results. And then after that happened, you decided, oh well, I should just share this with people since it's so stinking easy.
Right. Right, right.
Exactly.
And
So,
obviously, you already talked about the income disclaimer and the results, but
right.
obviously you have to take action to do something. And so I'm not going to buy a training and then just sit on it and not do anything and then just blame everything else. No, you got to be accountable and you got to take the action. So I watched the training and then I actually implemented the training. And who knew? There it goes. You get the sales and you get the commission. So
Wow.
yeah.
Awesome. That's just awesome. I love hearing these stories, and you were at so just I like people to just I think about what people will ask, okay? So this is you actually got started at the 1995 level and was able to actually make a sale at the 1995 level, right? So
Right.
you
Yes.
Okay, so you didn't need all the products or anything like that.
No.
You just bought the 1995, watched the videos, and actually implemented what you watched, okay? And then you were
Yes.
able to make a sale based, by following the training.
Yes, yes. I hit over $250 in sales within 2 weeks, and I will disclose this here. At first, when I was posting 3 to 5 items a day. I had a goal set, and sales were happening so fast. And like I said, I still work full time. I have 3 boys. We have all these different sports activities. So I just kind of let those listings. I got up to about 30 listings, and I let those listings ride. And every time I sold, I just relisted, and every time I sold, I just relisted. And I let those ride for a while. And they just continue to sell. So you watch the training for a few minutes, and then it takes you literally like 5 minutes reels off a few minutes of work, and they just keep cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. So
Nice, nice. There was something that you mentioned, um, I like to listen to people. You said I set a goal. Okay, because many people are here tonight and they're going to actually blow up your inbox and say, "What are you doing? How did you do it? With so few listings, how are you making sales?" So, but I heard you say I set a goal. Can you talk about, because this is part of organizing. I mean, whether you want to do it or not, this is part of organizing is setting goals. So, Angie, can you talk about how did you set your goals? Let's talk about goal setting while we're on this topic.
Okay, yeah. I what I did was, I have to manage my time because, like I said, the excuses as far as I don't have enough time and stuff, I don't get down with that too much because I go on 3 to 4 hours of sleep every night anyway because, like I said, I'm busy, I'm on call, I've got the unit, I've got the kids, so I took 2 hours of time a day and I made a list of all of the things that I would need to do within those 2 hours that were strictly activities that would be income producing activities. Number one being how many items I wanted to list for that day. Before the first week, actually it was the first 3 days, I think, what I did was I allotted the time to watch the training videos. So I looked how long each of the videos were, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to watch these sets of videos, and then I'm going to implement whatever those videos teach me before I go to bed. So I would specifically, plan out the videos I was going to watch, and then I would finish by implementing what I learned in the videos. So what you do is you just have to be specific. You write a list down, and you're very, I had 3 postings that I was going to do for the first day after I got through all the videos, and then I actually was posting as I went along. But once I learned all the training and I understood what to do without watching the training anymore, I said, okay, I'm going to do 3 posting today. I'm going to do 3 emails today. I'm going to, you know, do this many posts on Facebook. I'm going to reach out to this many people on Facebook or this many people I know or what have you. So it was a very specific goal, and it was just really specific to how much time I had. And I would pick certain days for certain activities. So if I knew that, for example, I had a basketball game or something that I had to go to after work, and I wouldn't be home until after 10 o'clock, and then we had another hangout that I needed to be part of or something like that, then I would decide, okay, on Wednesday then, the day before that, I'm going to post double the amount of listings. So I got that done, you know, instead of just not doing it. I never went to bed without completing my to-do list, ever. I actually got a Fitbit, which helps measure my sleep and my activity and my steps. And you know, people don't believe me. That, you know, this is a business that I'm dedicated to. There's a goal in mind. I am looking for time freedom. Okay, so I am looking for time freedom, and so I am going to lose out on a little bit of sleep. I choose that because I know that in the long run, I won't have to do that forever. So once you have your, and here's the thing, it goes back to the why. Why are you doing this? Once you get your clarity of why you're doing what you're doing, then setting up the goals and sacrificing some things here and there. I don't watch TV, ever. The only time I ever watched TV is when Scandal was on, that 1 hour of a week, because you cannot miss Scandal, okay? Cannot miss Scandal. So, you know, but I don't watch TV. I don't turn it on. I don't, you know, I listen to audios in my car. So I just kind of compress time. Anything I can do business related or self-development related, I do it within the time that I have. So, you know, people that say they don't have time just haven't sat down and figured out how to make the time. So.
Wow. That was just so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I just wrote some notes, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go search the hashtag, okay, Winning Women Network on Facebook, because I want to see all the ahas. Because if you didn't get any ahas and you didn't write down anything, you know, from what Angie just said, you know, then back, like she said, get back to why you're doing this. I know when I got started, I was like, seriously, like, I would go to bed when my husband was going to work, and sometimes he would have to be at work at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, yeah. Right? And so I would literally be up till he's walking out the door, and he's thinking like, oh my God, you're still up. And I'm thinking like, you know, this is my time, right? This is my season. I have to do what I have to do, like right now, to make this happen, because I know this is only temporary. Right, and so it's always, you know, it's just temporary. If you can get through that, you know, the temporary period, you'll be good. But, you know, I just know that, you know, if you want to be a millionaire, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? If you didn't have to lose sleep and do some, you know, and be uncomfortable, then everybody would be a millionaire. You know, we just would, right? We just like, hey, I want to be a millionaire. But no, the people who really want to be millionaires and want to be millionaires to change the world, because I don't want to be a millionaire just so I can go buy purses and shoes. Come on, that's real petty. Right, but there's bigger goals and there's a bigger mission that I have in lives to change and stuff. And so this company has given, you know, it's shown me that it's possible. Okay, at least my first million. This is my declaration. You guys can write this down. You can hold me to it. My first million will be done right here in DS Domination. I don't know how many other you. I mean, hopefully everybody on the panel. Hopefully you all are in agreement with me, and your first million, you set it, your intention. I'm so serious. Set your intention. Your first million is going to be done in this company. In this company. Now, you may go and invest in some other things and get another million, but the first million will be done right here, okay? And many of us are going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, May 29th through June 1st. I think that's the day. Yeah, I'll be there. I think I'll be there May 29th. And so Angie Tonini-Rogers is going to be there. Jen Glidden's going to be there. Rachel Kelly's going to be there. Sonya's going to be there. Eleanor, you going to be there? I don't know if you told me or not. Eleanor's actually new. She just got started in the company, I think, about 2 weeks ago. But man, she's killing it. Markeisha, hopefully we'll see you there in Las Vegas. But we're going to be in Las Vegas. There's going to be some things that are going to be released and everything that I'm pretty sure. If they didn't release another product, honestly, in this company, I'm still going to be a millionaire. That's just my declaration. I'm looking through the comments because I want to see how many other millionaires do I have watching us tonight. How many other people are just determined or intention. I got 600 people listening right now. I need a millionaire check to go on in the chat box like now. Who just set the intention. I don't care how many people have already joined the company or whatever. I'm going to do $1 million inside of DS Domination, okay? The Bass family will be millionaires. We'll go down in history making our first million in DS Domination. So I just got really excited, right? Because, I believe in the power of, I believe that whatever I say, it will be so. And so just because I'm saying it, it's going to happen, right? All right. Whew. Man, I just got fired up. I did, Jen, okay? I did, okay? All my videos, I got over 600 videos, all that stuff is not going to be in vain. It will not be in vain, I'm telling you. Okay, awesome. Oprah's coming to town and everything, okay? So my virtual mentor, she'll be here. Man, all right. So, Rachel Kelly, you too, okay? We're going to do it, okay? We're going to do this. All right, Eleanor, you're already unmuted. Sweetie, come on out and tell us again. I think last time you may have some audio technicals, whatever. But come on out. Tell us about the success you're having. You're messaging me like, man, you're making sales and everything. Tell the world about your success in DS Domination, my dear. Tell us how you got here and everything. Go ahead.
It's actually been 5 weeks.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's been 5 weeks.
Wow.
It's been 5 weeks.
Awesome.
Jen's actually my sponsor too.
Woohoo! Jen's amazing.
Jen Glidden, my sponsor. I joined 5 weeks ago. I got the pro training on a Thursday. Went through all the videos on Friday. Started listing on Saturday. Made my first sale on Tuesday. Nice. Made my second sale on Wednesday. I've been averaging 1 sale a week for the last 5 weeks, but my 5th sale was on Friday, and sales 6 and 7 were yesterday.
Nice.
So I had my first 2 sale day yesterday.
Nice.
So it's actually starting to come together now. I found something that's selling pretty good. 2 sales yesterday on the same item. So
nice. What a way to just keep, keep pressing.
Yeah, I've got the Pro. That's where I'm making my sales right now, is on eBay. I also have Elite, Unleashed, and Monopolies. So
yeah, we noticed that you were, very ambitious. But tell us, Eleanor, you were able to get in at the Pro level though, and actually make a sale.
Yes, and that's where my sales are all coming from right now, is the Pro level.
Okay, awesome. So you haven't even gotten to even list stuff that's actually in the Elite and the other levels or whatever just yet.
Well, I have listed a few things, but all of my sales are coming from eBay right now.
Awesome.
From the Pro level.
Awesome. So if someone were watching tonight and they are, saying, well, I don't know, what your internet marketing background is or whatever, but could a person just watch the training and actually list items, and is it pretty simple that someone...
Absolutely.
Okay.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Okay. Awesome.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Awesome. That's what, I just want to make sure, because I know there's people that are watching tonight that are probably saying, you guys have probably been online a long time and you guys got a lot of experience and stuff like that. And so, but they can just simply watch the videos and copy and paste.
Yeah, it takes about 4 minutes to list something. And I told Jen, my goal is to be able to do 100 items a day for an entire year. Right now I'm at about 25 a day.
Wow.
So, it takes a while. It takes a while in the beginning to be able to get quick enough to be able to do 100 a day. Plus, I only have 100, my limit on eBay right now is 100 a month, so I'm kind of pacing myself.
Nice. What a way to get in and just, and take action. I like that about you. You take action.
I put a few up on eBay, and then I go to my Elite training to get the rest of the 25 up, so that I'm working towards getting towards my 100 a day goal. I have that
Gotcha.
limit on eBay, so I'm putting access onto the other elite training site so that I'm working towards my goal of 100 a day.
Nice, nice. Gotcha, gotcha. What a way to create a strategy. I like that. I like that, Eleanor. Way to take action. You are definitely an action taker. You even sent me a message about coming on. I got people who've been in the company for months and months and months. I'm not mentioning, I ain't mentioning no names, and I ain't pointing no fingers. But I like the fact that I didn't even have to message you and say, "Hey, Eleanor, why don't you get on the Hangout and tell people about your success?" No, you messaged me. So you send me a private message, say, "Look, I'm making sales. I want to get on the Hangout." So I appreciate that because the world needs to hear Eleanor's story. Okay. So
Well, you know what? I tell my friends, and they still think that it's a scam. So if I can't get my friends to believe it, at least I can get other people. Say, hey, look, if I can do it, anyone can do it.
right.
I mean, everybody up here is doing it. There's 10,000 in our group that are doing it every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And just just some consolation. Sometimes friends and families are the hardest,
Yeah.
to convince. So you just have to you have to go on and get results, and just keep pressing. I think I've been in the company since September 2013, and I think my little brother is probably the only person that actually has even because he'll listen to me. But it's okay because they just you just keep going, right? So
Yeah, I know it's working for me. I know it's going to continue to work. And eventually, when I'm no longer working for the company that I'm working for now, they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, she wasn't wrong. She told us months ago that she was going to be job-free and doing this full-time, and now she is.
right. What kind of work do you do? And you don't have
I'm in retail.
you do
I'm in retail.
You're in retail?
I'm in retail.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you get to
Yeah.
see products all day long.
Yeah.
So
I've got a product in the place that I work that sells for 50 cents that Amazon is selling for $65.
nice, nice. Yeah, if you're in retail, you're in a prime, a
Yeah.
prime spot. You know what I'm saying? Like I would definitely be paying attention to what they're putting in the store. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely. But that sounds amazing. Thanks, Eleanor, for coming out tonight.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all that you do, and yeah, you're amazing. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, let's keep on moving. You can go ahead and mute yourself back out. Great job. Miss Jen Glidden is here tonight. She's on the she's on the panel. Jen, I'm so excited. And one of the reasons why I'm really excited, Jen, is because I see your lineage is on here. Like you have people that that your team is on the Hangout tonight. So it's so awesome to just see this happening tonight. So Jen, come on out. Tell us about yourself.
Hey Keisha, hey everybody, good to see you tonight. It is a pleasure to be here. It's just been a wonderful experience being here in DS Domination. We have this incredible team, having Angie and Eleanor here on tonight along with the other beautiful ladies. But it is just, it thrills my heart to see so many people on my team just taking their own businesses and running with it. Eleanor came in and she has had goals from day one, and I love that about her, and she has just been working them, and she's seeing the results there. And Angie too, she's just been going after it, and this business is something where sorts of experience. You can just come in and start doing the copy and paste work and then grow from there, So a little bit about me. I'm a mom here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I stay at home with my little 18-month-old boy, and my husband goes to work every day, but I've been doing DS Domination since early November, and it has just been fantastic. I had my first eBay sale within 24 hours of getting started, and that's because I went through the videos and I started listing. So starting the listing process is really one of the keys to actually succeeding in this business, right? You've got to have things up there on eBay for sale. So from there, I just started listing. Because of my experience here was so different from any other company I'd tried before in the past, and then looking at the success of the team, I decided that it was important to share it with other people. So Angie and Eleanor are a couple of the people on my team that I've shared it with, and they are earning profits from that. So I've been promoting as an affiliate and also selling on eBay. I started selling on Amazon with our Monopoly product, and it's just been a fantastic experience. Our team is absolutely the best out there. All the resources that we have available to us, we have all these encouraging hangouts that people can really benefit from watching, and then of course our Facebook group is incredible in terms of support, 24/7 support. But it's really interesting. My success is great and all, but it's watching everyone else just grow their businesses. It doesn't take long before they're seeing real income. I have another couple on my team. They've got $150 a day regularly, like every day. They're kind of counting on, they're making $150 a day in their business. That's $4,500 a month. It's just incredible how quickly, even though it seems like, I just listed these things and they haven't sold yet in that 24 hours. Well, in just a shorter long-term picture, like Angie said, when you're committed to your why has to be bigger than your excuses. But when you're committed to that why and you keep just going after why you're doing this and you stay consistent and you stay persistent, I personally have been absolutely blown away by how quickly things have grown. So, one thing that I wanted to share with you guys tonight is I saw a post on Facebook. It was a good friend of mine. I love this woman, and she has an incredible family, an incredible husband. It was her anniversary, and she had a beautiful picture from what she loved. Loved her kids and loved her life. And then the last part of that was she wrote something about, now husband, can you just win the lottery so you can stay home with us? And that broke my heart. That broke my heart, because I think there are so many people out there who believe that the lottery is the only way that they're ever going to be able to live the life of their dreams. And what are your chances of winning the lottery? Let me tell you that the lottery is not what you want to win. You want to win your self-confidence. You want to win your self-esteem. You want to win, all these things that you will gain when you build a business here that I can't even tell you the number of people who have just been absolutely empowered, who are seeing their lives transform before their eyes because of what is happening in this company. So with that, I want to turn it back to you, Keisha. Thank you for having me here, and it is just an absolute pleasure to be sharing this with you all tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jen. It don't take but like a half or anything for me to cry, But I'm like, but yeah, and that's why, like, I always tell people, like, I could be doing something totally different on Sunday nights. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, something totally different, right? Honestly, after church, church people like go to church and they eat, right? And so, every Sunday, there's events that happen and stuff, and many times I'm saying no, and it's not, and it's not because I don't want to go and eat and hang out and have a good time. It's because I have a mission, right? I have a goal, I have a mission, I have a purpose, and right now, this is where I choose to be, because there's people that are right now. You're sitting at your house right now. Some of you are watching this hangout and you're saying, oh my God, I have to go to work tomorrow, right? What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that to live? And I've been there. So trust me when I say I'm not pointing fingers or anything like that, right? Because I've been there. Like on Sundays, I seriously was trying to figure out who's going to be sick, right? Which kid's going to be sick? What's going to be hurt? You know what I'm saying? Like what appointment I'm going to have to do? What's going to happen, because I did not want to have to get up, get the kids dressed, and take them to daycare, drop Josh, and then my son, he was going to school. He would have to basically just leave. I had to call him, make sure that he actually got out to walk to school. He got to school on time, everything, and so that just wasn't life to me. Right? That's just not living. That's just simply existing. And so I'm here tonight because if it's just one person that gets started tonight at the 1995 level, my job has been done. Somebody's family, somebody's lineage, someone's generation has been saved because we were here tonight telling you, like Jen said, winning the lottery? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We have a business, a very, and something that, seriously, I don't know many people that can't get into, into this and not see success. People are always buying. They're always buying. They're always looking. There's always a birthday. There's always an anniversary. There's always some sort of holiday. There's something that's going on that people are finding a reason to buy something. And so you might as well just put yourself, in the stream of money that's flowing, right? It's flowing already. Walmart there's you can't find a parking space at Walmart right now, right? You go to Target, all these stores and things. Now people don't even want to go to the stores because they rather just shop online. They rather avoid the lines. I talk to people who are like, oh, I didn't even go out to shop for Christmas, right? I just sat on my computer, ordered things, and just had them shipped out. So you might as well get into the flow of money it's already flowing. We just interjected ourselves into it. We have a way. We have a solution. And we would love to show you how you can be free. Okay, I can't wait, Angie, until you can until you are able to to fire your boss or whatever you want to say, right? Until you're able to release yourself from the nursing job. And it's not because you hate being a nurse, because I'm sure you love what you do. I mean, it's awesome, right? It's the grandest thing to do. But who wants to have to show up when somebody else say you got to show up, right? And leave when they say leave, and take a break when they say take a break, go on vacation when they say go on vacation. Forget that. That's not living. I'm sorry. So be a volunteer nurse. I mean, that's much better. So when money's not an option, right? Awesome. I'm seriously. I mean, I'd rather, I want to do what I love, but I want to volunteer and do it. So anyway, awesome. You all. So let's keep moving. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep moving. We want to keep you late, but I have some special guests that I invited here tonight. They're gonna share with you some, some of the things that they do to get organized, right? Because as women, and men too, so I'm not going to exclude the men, but as women, building businesses from home, oftentimes we still have a lot to juggle. Some of you still have full-time jobs, and you're trying to figure out, what the heck, how do I manage my time and all this stuff. So I have some people that I invited tonight to share with you. So, if you're here, get your friends on the hangout tonight. If you got friends, I don't care what business they're in, because organization is organization. I don't care what you're building, right? You can be building, I won't mention any names, but you can be building anything, right? And need to just be organized. You may just be a home, a housewife, and just want to figure out, like, well, how can I pull this all together, right? So they're going to share, from themselves, some of the things that's working, in their businesses and how they're running their lives. I have one young lady that's here tonight. She's actually a professional organizer, okay? And so she's definitely going to share some of the things, and you all can connect with her. I hope she doesn't get overloaded with, like, organization questions and stuff. And I have another wife that's here that's building a business full-time, project manager. Project manager, I mean, really, managing a business without managing a project, right? It's one big project. So I brought her here tonight. I wanted her to share because she does some things that I think are very cool that can help each and every one of us. I got my notebook, okay, because I still write notes. I have my notebook. I got a clean sheet of paper, okay? So I would suggest to you that are here tonight, get a piece of paper, write some notes and stuff, because if you're going to be a millionaire, you got to get organized. Case in point. All right, so Miss Markeisha, I am so excited to have you here tonight. And I want you to also, hey, so her sound and stuff is working and everything. Miss Markeisha is actually a professional organizer. Casey told me her business name is Holistic Pro Organizing. She's actually in Maryland. For those of you who are in Maryland that, need some organization services, because some of us are making money now. We can pay people to do the things that we are not very good at, right? Rachel's hiring somebody to do her yard work. I mean, she might like to be in the garden, but she don't want to, she can hire somebody to do things that she does not want to do, right? She may not want to do it, and may not be that doggone good at it, right? So, Miss Markeisha, if you could just, I want you to share, with the ladies tonight. The floor is yours. We have some time. Share with them some things that you see, because you're actually inside of DS Domination as well. And so, how you kind of organize your day, or whatever, what tips that you have that can help women. I mean, maybe it's how to organize the laundry. I don't know. Give us the floor is yours, so you can talk about how you got here, and then some tips. Okay?
Okay. Thanks for having me, and everyone else, all the ladies on the panel. Hello. I started DS Domination in February 12th, 3 o'clock at my desk. Day, I saw the opportunity and I jumped right into it. It really was a no-brainer for me. 1995, eBay, Amazon, ding, ding, bells went off, and I was in. I was already looking for an opportunity. I had already been in various opportunities like everyone else here, and I wasn't looking to spend $400 or $500, and I just knew there was something out there. And lo, DS Domination. A friend of mine was posting her results, and I was like, "What is this you're doing?" She sent me the link, and that was it. It really just didn't take me any time. It was a no-brainer. I jumped in, had my first sale February the 15th, and I've been steady ever since then. And since last week, I've been having really great results, 2 to 3 sales per day, and I had 2 sales today, and I'm still going, and my holds are lifted, and I'm just rocking and rolling now. So things to keep you organized. I am a professional organizer by just life experience and by a degree in organizational management. I do a to-do list, and I've always had a to-do list, even in high school. They would give out those little organizers in high school, and I would write down, my assignments for the week. So I stayed with that, and I still make a to-do list. And I have a whiteboard just like Keisha does in her background there, and I write things down. I recently came across a compartmentalized to-do list that breaks down 3 things that you have to do before you do anything else. And then it goes into things to not forget ever. I'll post that in the file section in the group after we're finished this hangout. And as far as being a mom and running 2 businesses, I really, of course, I don't sleep till about 12 or 1, but that's fine. What I do is I set up my to-do list not just for the week, and some people do 7 days. I also recommend to my clients to do a to-do list for 2 weeks, because you may not get to it on Tuesday at 3:30. You may not be able to get to something till that Friday. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You want to do at least 3 important things each day. 3 things that you must definitely do, and they have to be the pertinent things for that day. And once you get those things done, you can get those done in the morning. You need to start waking up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Stop waking up at 8, an hour before you're supposed to be to your 9 to 5 or to drop the kids off. You have to make it a necessity to do those important things, whether it is the laundry, whether it is preparing meals for the week, or even preparing meals for the evening. I have a crock pot. I think you mentioned a crock pot a few hangouts ago. I just got finished eating a crock pot dinner that I put in at about 12 o'clock today. And I did my yard work, did laundry, made 2 sales, talked to other customers in my other business. And right now I have all this free time just to, sit here and talk to you guys this evening. So also you should do your to-do list, like I said, for at least 2 weeks. Do that to-do list, emails, making calls. I myself, since doing DS Domination, I've been adding that in. I want items every day. Okay? I want to follow with my recruiting. Well, I'm sorry, not recruiting. I want to follow with, get back to me about wanting to join the team. I scheduling time for, I even schedule in time for playing with my kids. I mean, you have to be balanced. And what I like to instill in my customers is having a sense of balance, knowing when to take a break, downtime, and whatever else. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you a question. So let's go back to the so 2 weeks to-do list. What does that look like? Okay, like so.
What does that look like? Okay, you can't see. Here's my little compartmentalized to-do list. Okay, and I print out at least 20 of them for myself. And for 2 weeks, I have, whether it be personal items, running errands, paying bills, returning phone calls, businesses, laundry, car repairs. I put in everything on my to-do list, but I always have 3 important things that I must finish that, either I wasn't able to get to the day before, or I feel like that they need to be done right away.
Okay, so three important things that must be done today. So for many of us who are building our de-essalmonation business, one important thing is going to be listing items, right?
Listing items.
Okay, and then follow-ups. I mean, I'm saying like generating leads is going to be something. Email. So there's going to be 3 important things. We need to identify what those 3 important things are each day that we need to do.
Absolutely, and you don't want to put yourself out. I think in a Jeffrey Combs podcast, you want to be focused, and if you have 5, 6 things you want to do in one day, to be really honest, as a mom or even as a dad, as 2 parents, 6 things in one day, sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming. But if you do those 3 major things, even if it's major, I have to pay the mortgage, that could really stress someone out when you're not remembering to do it. Set it up, have it come already, so you don't have to worry about that type of thing. Do your 3 most important things for each day, and don't overwhelm yourself. You can't get to everything all the time. So if you just have 3 things, you won't be so overwhelmed. And surprisingly enough, if you finish those 3 things, you'll be able to move on to more things on your list, and you won't feel overwhelmed. And you'll feel like you've achieved anyway. You've made an achievement by being able to, complete some other things.
That's good. That's really good. I'm reading this book called The One Thing, and he's actually on this chapter now about multitasking. And you have this whole, phenomenon about multitasking. And I'm actually meet you out. One of the things that we actually do is we think that we're multitasking, but we're actually task switching. So it's like you actually go from, you're actually doing one thing, and then it's not that you're getting more done, you're actually getting less done, because if you had just focused on that one thing and done that, until you were done with that, and then went on to the next thing, it's like we try to compare ourselves to computers, and he was like, actually, even a computer can't really do 2 things at once. And I've been in IT, and I write code, and I know, and it's not possible, right? A computer is doing one thing at one time, and then it switches and does the next thing. And as people, we actually can like walk and chew gum, so we can do 2 things at once, but we're really not able to, right, really focus on really important things at the same time. So I think Markeisha, did she just jump off? Uh-oh. Oh, no, she's still there. Someone jumped. Oh, it was Rachel. Rachel jumped off. Awesome. Well, cool. So that was some good stuff. So write a to-do list. Make a to-do list. I recommend, doing it at night. Make a to-do list. 3 important things you need to do each day. Okay, so she said 3 important things that you need to do each and every day. Not that you need to do, actually 3 things that you're going to do. Let's release the word need, because it's actually the energy of that word is actually really even that. 3 things that you're going to do, 3 important things, right, that you're going to do each day. Obviously, I recommend them be income-producing things, right? 3 important things that are income-producing items that you're going to do each day. I like what you say, wake up earlier, because that's something that I ended up starting to do is actually wake up earlier, because I would just wake up at like 7 o'clock, and so now I'm training myself to get up earlier and actually do, like meditate and just have a clear mind and stuff like that. So awesome. Use the crock pot and then schedule time for even playing with your kids. Now, do you have a day planner? Do you have a calendar? Do you have a calendar?
I have a day planner to carry around. I have a carry around just in my purse. It's pretty small, and I jot down things that are that pop into my head, even items that I want to sell, or things I want to do for dinner. I really write down. It's like a journal as well. Write things down as the day goes on, so you don't forget. We can get pretty busy and pretty tied up, so I recommend to myself and to my clients as well that carry a journal around. You've heard that a lot. I know a lot of people have always heard that, but it's a great tip. It's a great tip. Just carry a journal around and write down the things that you feel are important to you, things that you don't want to forget throughout the day, and items that can help you out. And you mentioned IPAs, and those I was in a group. I think Kent, am I going to say her name right? Kenna Kearns. She had a video about that, and it's an awesome video. I recommend anyone in the group to please go in our file section. She has a great list of IPAs, and I actually I've copied that as well, and I attach it to my to-do list that I carry around in my journal, so that if I get a little unfocused, I can always go back and say, okay, I need to do this. I need to do this IPA for the day. So we have great information in our file section for anyone who's in the group and anyone who plans to join the group tonight. There's a wealth of information back there that can really help us to be successful, whether it's on personal success and just with yourself, your self-talk, and things that can help us in our business and really in any business. A lot of us have more than just the DS Domination business, and there are great information in there that can help us in every area.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Markeisha, for giving us those tips. You all that are joining tonight, you'll get access to the group that we're talking about. We have a Facebook group, over 10,000 people inside the group, and as you can see, there are some amazing people that offer so much value. And so we wanted to just, give you some value as well on tonight, because if you're going to be a millionaire, which I would definitely declare to you to just, set your intention to do that. We want you to be organized, and we want to just share some things that, when you get started, you can take these tips with you as you get ready to start your DS Domination business. So awesome. Thank you so much, Markeisha. Rock on. Miss Sonia Jennings. I love Sonia, you all. Miss Sonia Jennings is here tonight, and Sonia, thank you so much for coming out and sharing tonight with the women some of the things that you do. I know you're a former project manager working DS Domination now full time, but there's some things that you do that I just think are just amazing. So I want you to just share tonight. Thank you for all our guests that are here tonight. Just hang tight. Welcome to all the new members that just get started tonight. We are so excited to have you here. This is an amazing team, okay? We want you to, the mission of Winning Women Network is to empower you, not just in, in business, but in your life in general, right? We want you to be millionaires. We want you to blow up. And so those that show up, they actually blow up. And so thank you for coming tonight. And I just can't wait to see you all in the group that have joined. Sonia, come on out, my dear.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello, everybody. I'm so excited, and I have just been listening to everything everybody else has been saying. I've been taking notes, Markeisha. So thank you so much. I am a former project manager, and I'm also a former IT coordinator for the IT department for over 12 years. And once I got laid off and I finally decided to join DS Domination, I was thinking, how am I going to run my business? Am I going to use MS Project? That's a bit much, And so to be honest with you, the way I started, I really was all over the place, because I'm new to online marketing. I'm not new to offline marketing, but I'm new to online marketing. And I was like, how am I going to implement being organized, and how am I going to get to do all this stuff, because you can be all over the place. And Markeisha hit on it. The IPAs, of course. And I think Keisha Bass, that's how we started our conversation, because of my whiteboard. I have a huge whiteboard, and part of it has the IPAs on there. But one thing I want to start off with is my mom, growing up, would always tell us, do not leave for tomorrow what you can do today. So I try to get in everything I can possible in one day. Now, granted, I am doing this full time, so I do have all day for me to get my things done. However, the people that are actually working and actually have a full-time job, you can actually implement maybe not the whole list of the IPAs, but maybe you could do one or two things on the IPAs. So every time someone calls me and say, hey, I want to join your team, how many hours? I have a full-time job. I always tell them, if you cannot dedicate from 2 to 4 hours, I would recommend you thinking about it and finding 2 to 4 hours in your schedule for you to do this business. Now, I speak to the people that are not working and are actually at-home moms and work in this business full-time. Really, the bottom line is the IPAs Reginald Stenson has, that was the first file I downloaded, and I printed it out. And once I finally figured out that's what I'm going to work, this is going to work. If he's making the amount of money he's making, and that's my goal, then why would I veer from that when he's been in online marketing? And Keisha, you have something, you say follow the leaders. Yes, absolutely. Why would I go try to invent something just because I'm a project manager? I could have had the big head and say, oh, I know how to do this. I ran the whole IT department. I coordinated the network, the desktop, and all of that. I could have said that. But because I was new to online marketing, I said, look, let me see what these leaders are doing inside of DS Domination, inside of the Unit of Prosperity. So I took that IPA down and I ate it. I chewed it up. And then I finally wrote it on my whiteboard. Once I wrote it on my whiteboard, then I started doing one thing at a time. And there were days where I'm like, I cannot even get to number 4. But guess what? The next day, I jumped right to number 4, and that's where I started. And then I went ahead. Now I can get all of my IPAs if I have nothing that interrupts. But there's room. There's times when I stay up till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., whatever it takes for me to get my IPAs done. That's because I have a goal that I am trying to reach, and I am going to reach it. I'm going to reach it this year. My goal is my first goal is 10,000. When I get back from Vegas, I want my goal monthly, and I'm talking about profits, to be 10,000. Then at the end of the year, I want my goal that's set, that's written down, is 30,000 for that month. So I know there are things I have to do. And if Reginald has it back there, if Kerna, I think her name is Kerna, it's Kearns, she made that video, as Markeisha was talking about. I looked at that video. Why would I try to do something else? I do sometimes when I'm listening to like a training or on a hangout, and I'm listening, I may have my basket of clothes that I'm folding. I always have laundry in my office because I am using every minute that I can. I cannot afford to lose not 1 minute because I am my boss. I am the CEO of my company, so I have to use my time. Is very valuable. One of the things that was taking a lot of time from me was being on Facebook. And I was not a Facebook person, but I felt once I got in online marketing, I had to be on Facebook. But absolutely not. You do not have to be on Facebook. I have 1 hour for strong social media where I go in and I welcome people. I usually don't have questions. I usually try to find my questions because I realize a lot of people's time is valuable, or I post my question in the in our group, in our Facebook group. But the social media can take so much of your time. Before you know it, you're on there for hours and you've wasted time. So I have 1 hour a day. Another thing, my family was calling me. I also did a project for a church, so everyone had my phone numbers. And on that IPA it says, turn that phone off. That was the hardest thing for me to do. Now my phone goes off. I return phone calls between 3 and 4. Another thing, family time. My family time is between 4 and 6:30. I have my menu, my full menu for the entire month. Now, of course, we make adjustments if things come up. I may put down today that we want to eat a salad, and maybe we don't feel like eating a salad, and I can quickly make a soup. But at least I know I have a menu that could guide me. This is not the first time some of you guys are hearing this. We had Miss Deetra talk about menus. She talked about crock pots before. Take the information that is being given to us and use it. Oh my gosh, it has freed up so much time for me because I thought I had all the time in the world. I'm working at home now. But actually not. When you sit back and you look, you waste so much time. So I try to get that exercise in first thing in the morning. I get that meditation. Reginald said get that mind right. So I listen to music. Whatever your forte is, find it and do it first thing in the morning. Use Buffer. I just started using Buffer. It was a little intimidating for me, and I'm a computer person. But it was a little intimidating for me, but now I use Buffer. You can use Hootsuite. There's another program that I use. Use whatever you can to take care of your posts so that way you don't have to be on Facebook. And I only engage in intelligent conversations now on Facebook. I leave the nonsense to the people that have time to waste time and are not serious about making money online. So, Keisha, that is my take. I hope I haven't rambled on too much.
No, that is so good. Okay, I just like wrote. I mean, because that was really good. Engage in 1 hour of strong social. 1 hour for strong social media. That's really that was a goal of mine. That's so. And turn your phone off. Return phone calls. Set a specific time to return phone calls.
Yeah, and people get mad at me. They'll text me and leave me a voicemail message, and they'll send me an email. I've been trying to get in touch with you. Okay. I've already told my team I call you between my phone calls are between 3 and 4. If it's an emergency, send me an email. And if I do read that email that time and it's an emergency, I did a video that says making someone's emergency my non-emergency. I did a video on that because I had a text message. I was walking in the morning and I had a text message and I read the text message. Then he called. Then he left a voicemail message and I was like, what is the emergency? So I sat down and I listened to the phone call and I was going to call him immediately. Just stop my walking and call him. And I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, no. Okay, that may be an emergency for him now. And it is important, and I am going to get to him. But I was taking care of my personal time in the morning. I was on the track walking. And so after my walk, I did a video, and I posted it, and I did take care of him. And the emergency that he thought he was panicking for no reason. And so I could have went right into that emergency, been all hyped and everything, and then I would have been upset because I was like, wait a minute, that could have waited. So you have to choose what's important to you and what can wait.
Okay, that's really good. I'm looking at the comments, you all. Sonia and some people are saying, like, really love your tips, good tips for social media. I think that, thanks, Markeisha, everybody, they gave, great tips. Monthly meal planning. So you plan the meals out for the entire month.
Yes. And it's real easy. I mean, all you do, you just print up a calendar and you just, if you have children, you ask them. I ask the boys all the time, what do you want to eat? And, they say tacos. Today, one of the boys, we were having crawfish at a neighbor's. We kind of put together and we had crawfish. And one of the boys said, well, I don't want crawfish. I don't like crawfish. And I said, okay, well, you want to make you a pizza. And he was like, well, can you knead the dough for me? And so I went ahead and I made the dough for him. But he did his pizza by himself. That wasn't on the menu, but that's what he wanted to eat. And I'm like, hey, honey, you can go ahead and make it. Here's what you need to do. He's 16, and so he made his pizza, and he was happy. But you can make adjustments, but if you just did the menu, you have it there. If you have an emergency, you don't have to think, oh, my gosh, I got off course today. Hey, go back to the menu. Let's get it, And, of course, we eat out sometimes, but it's not every day. So you can make adjustments, but if you just change one thing, Markeisha was saying like 3 three important things to do, or three, things that you can do for the day. Like I said, I do this full time, and I have my IPAs, and I have to get it in. And right now, I'm in several challenges. Right now, I'm with your video vlog that you're doing, Keisha, for 30 days. I incorporated that. I have another coaching that I'm in. So I have to get all this stuff done because I have so many whys. Some people may have one. I have many whys, and I am going to accomplish them. I've made up my mind to accomplish it, and I'm so grateful for DS Domination. I'm so grateful for the Unit of Prosperity. I'm so grateful for leaders in the Unit of Prosperity that has taken their time. It has blown my mind because the training when I was in corporate America, we paid thousands of dollars, and we had to beg our supervisors, our VPs, to approve the training, or else you had to pay for it yourself. There was not one training I attended that was not $2,500 plus for project management, for everything that came out, because with IT you have to keep up or you get lost. This is a gold mine. And for $19.95, when someone calls me and says, I do not have $19.95, I say this to them. You can do it for free, but if you don't have $19.95 and you want to go do that free stuff that DS Domination has in the back office, more power to you. But I tell them, if you don't have $120 to get started, don't start. You know why? Because this is too easy. Keisha, the training that you guys give in the Unit of Prosperity, it kills me that people don't attend those trainings, because it is so valuable, because I know what has come out of my pocket in the past, what I've paid. And so people are to be sending, we need to be sending thank yous every single day. I know you guys probably don't ask for it. Reginald is the most humble person that I have ever met. This training is, I always say, priceless, because it is. And I take it, I absorb it. I've never seen anything like it before. And corporate America does something to you. So when you get something like this team, it is priceless. I do not have anyone that comes with me for excuses with $19.95. I am sorry. I say goodbye. I say goodbye, because $19.95, if you don't have $19.95, with everything, you cannot, how many times do you want to beg and say, it's only $19.95, please join my team? Do you know, I can tell Reginald what that price tag is for that system that he's given each and every person, because we bought software in corporate America, because I had to approve it, and so I know what that stuff costs. So I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry, I get pumped, I get excited, and so I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me, okay? Because hey, I feel like if you're not gonna do it with passion, then just don't do it. I mean, that's just don't do that, right? Just do it with passion. Thank you so much, Sonia. And Marquisha, you want to say, Marquisha, one more thing?
Yeah, I want to say one more thing. Clean your space. Have a place to do your business. Have a place in your home to do your work. Make it a quiet place, okay? Make it a clean place. Take some time out when you have that quiet time to yourself, whether it's jotting down things that you want to get done with your business, or either things in your home. Have a clean space. Start purging things that are blocking the flow of money. And yes, there are things in your house right now, $95, you need to throw something out. There was $19.95, so you can get that $19.95 in your pocket to get into this program now. Clean your space. One thing at a time, 3 things at a time. The rule of 5. Get rid of 5 things, bring in 2 things. I'm sorry, it's dinosaur season in my house. You can hear my son growling. But clean your space. Have a place to do your business. It's imperative. You can't do anything when you have tons of, excuse my language, crap everywhere. Okay? Keisha seems like she has a nice office. She has the whiteboard back there. It's not all scribbled. She cleans it all and starts over. Every Sunday, find a space. Make it your own and sit down. Get those IPAs done. Or sit down, make your to-do list, sit down, get your meals ready for the week, get your laundry done, but have a clean space. And don't do them in the bed. I know a lot of people like to do their work in the bed, but the bed can be very comfortable. And I've nodded off and dropped the laptop many a night, you know, posting and finding products to list. So I just like to recommend to everybody, even my clients, anyone who's going to join the team or anyone who has a business, clean your space. Have a place to do your business. And that's all I have to say. It keeps. Oh. She's not. We lost you, Keisha.
All right. Well, with that, everyone for coming out. It was an excellent panel. I hope that as you've been watching, you've gotten an idea of just how simple it is to get started. And, you know, we have women from all walks of life making an income here with DS Domination. It is just, we're waiting with open arms to welcome you into this team so that you can start creating the life that you desire to really live your dreams too. We just can't wait to see you walking alongside us, cha-chinging alongside us. It's like a big party here every day. I mean, every day we have people cha-chinging,